Okay, so basically what we're working on today is our PowerPoints that we're doing. So first thing you'll do is you'll go to your topic page and look for different things. Whoever's choosing what, it really doesn't matter. So let's say, for instance, that for my topic, I'm going to do the Civil Rights Advocate Gallery, and I'm going to do Thurgood Marshall. Okay, so I'll have Thurgood Marshall as my topic, and basically what I need to do now is look at my diagram, Which Way to America, and I need to find information with 2 slides. So if I go up to the internet, what I would like for you to do is go to my teacher webpage, okay? And some of the best sites that I've got active you can use. Just simply scroll down, and when you get to helpful links, or I'm sorry, sources, click on sources. Now if you notice, I've got hyperlinks here. These are all primary source hyperlinks. They are already researched. The basically the product is as far as the website is legitimate. You just simply have to find one that'll work for you. So let's say we use PBS. All right, I go up here and I basically paste in Thurgood Marshall and see if they've got anything on him. Okay, so when I look, no results for Thurgood Marshall from PBS. So therefore I got to go look some more. So if I go back into my sources and look at the different ones, I'll do a search here for Thurgood Marshall. Not receiving any of him. Got to keep looking here. Smithsonian Institute. Let's see if they've got anything on him. Here we go. A collection of Thurgood Marshall, celebrating civil rights pioneers. This is an exhibit that they have of him. So if you look, they've got different collections on him, and you can look at the collections and see what they do have and what you might be interested in clicking on. So let's say I click on this one, and it gives me a good picture of Thurgood Marshall. Now, what I may want to do, if I can copy it, I may not be able to. So what I can do is primarily, since it just has an image of him, I can go in here to basically download this picture, or I could go to save it or print. What I'll probably do, since I want an image of him, is I will click Open Acrobat so I can open it up and see what it looks like. And then it's got an image of him right here. And what I may want to do with this image is go to File, Save As, and then I look for what I can do, and I'm going to create it as an image or a JPEG. Now that I've got an image of him, I may save it to my library, to my pictures, and then hit save. So now I got a picture of Thurgood Marshall. I open up my PowerPoint, and essentially what I want to do is I want to insert a picture of Thurgood Marshall. So I go to Insert, and there's the picture. You just simply have to go find it. There he is. Insert. Now I got a picture of Thurgood Marshall, and I want to close it down, and I want to put it up here in the corner. And then my title box, I'm going to move over here, and everything that I'm going to have in my slide is going to be right over here. Now I don't want 32, I want basically Times Roman. So I go down here to Times Roman, click, go to 12-inch, and I may need smaller, but 12-inch for right now is what I need. Alright, so there's my first find for Thurgood Marshall, and it had a picture of him at the Smithsonian Institute, which gives a lot of different stuff. So now that I've done that, I may want to find more information. History makers, African Americans that made contributions. You know, he'll probably be in there. At least let's hope he is. So essentially I go to search, paste, and find, and then see what we've got. Oh, of course. Okay, there he is. Thurgood Marshall, and basically it has information on him and what he was nominated to, what he did, that kind of thing. You could talk here. Her case was appealed by this lawyer, and he won on a ruling. So you could pick this on what he did here. You could talk about once printed at Kennedy, he becomes the first African member. So what we could basically say is this information about Thurgood Marshall was he was sworn in after 2 appointments and basically did this stuff. Now, keep in mind, this is just a timeline, and these are information on his search results. This particular website doesn't have an overabundant amount of information on it. Now, we could go to our basic search engine also, which might be Google, let's say, for instance, and go search for him then. You're going to find information on Wikipedia, but I want you to find one that's dedicated to him, and you got to look at what is legitimate. Biography.com probably has a good one on him. It even has a video, looks like. And also you've got a synopsis here. This is about him, his early life, that kind of thing. So what we could do is look for the different information and put that in there on him. And we want to type it in as, you know, when we go over here, is put it over to the left. Thurgood Marshall. Why is my T not working here? Jeez. Thurgood Marshall was a defense attorney during the civil rights era. He worked for the NAACP to fight for African American rights who have been violated by society. Now, I may want to make this a little bold, and I want it to be black. Okay, so what I'm looking for when I'm typing this is I'm going to have like a mini bio here of him, and then I want to probably insert another slide, which is a new slide, and you can have the design of the slide any way you want. As far as that goes, this probably will be, there's a caption there, you can click and add text here, so that may be the one that you want to go with, and then you can insert a picture here and put the title. Since this one here didn't have a caption, we may have to insert, and we may want to put a caption in there as far as that. So we want to insert a text box, and we'll draw it in here and just explain this is a headshot of Thurgood Marshall from the Smithsonian Institute. Now, with that being said, when we go and find this information here on this slide, we want to go back and give credit to this website. So I definitely want to have this, and I want to copy the web link, and I go here, and after I'm done typing my information, I may want to put, when I look at the website, it's biography.com. So I want to insert a hyperlink into this. So when I look here, I click hyperlink. It's going to ask me the text to display and the address. Well, this is the address that we're going to put, and I may put biography.com so they know the website. When I hit OK, it's going to put it right there. So that way I know that the hyperlink is there. And this is primarily what we're doing right now, is designing these couple slides that will be into this article. Okay. Now, I've created the 2 slides, but what I didn't create is an introductory slide. And basically I'm inserting a title slide. And what I want to do with this title slide is I want to go back to my gallery and see what it's called. And it's called the Civil Rights Advocates Gallery. So I want to copy that, and I want to put it up here. and I want to paste it. Now I can paste it the way it is. And then here is, we go back to and look at the topic again, and basically the exhibit is Thurgood Marshall. So when I go here, I want to basically state exhibit Thurgood Marshall. Now, basically what I'm doing is I am stating exactly what this exhibit is going to be. Now, I have to have animated buttons, okay? So I want to, let's say I'm going to use shapes. So I'm basically going to use, if I want to create a shape, or if I want to use something that will be, let's say I'm going to use this as my button, okay? Then what I may say is, when I click on this, if I right click on it and hyperlink it, I want to hyperlink it to one of my slides. So let's say I'm going to hyperlink it to slide 1. Now I hit OK. Now this button is hyperlinked to slide 1. And what I may want to do also is insert a text box basically telling me enter exhibit. And so I know to enter exhibit here. Now I would enter into this, and then I would need another button here. So let's say I use the same type of button and I insert it here, and then I insert a text box. Hit next. I may want to move it to where it looks more professional. Then I go here. Now, obviously this is the end of my presentation. So what I want to end up doing is I'm going to add another shape. And I may put the shape here. And I may put a text box. Back to exhibit. And now I've got my 3 buttons. Now of course I have to activate them. So this one here, I've got to basically hyperlink it. I go back to the document, I'm going to hyperlink it to the next slide. Hit OK. Then I go to this slide, and I'm going to hyperlink this one back to my title slide, which is the Civil Rights Advocate Gallery, which goes right back to it. And so now, when I go here and I actually activate this thing, and we look at it for playing, then I can basically click on here. It takes me to that. I click on here, and it takes me back to the exhibit. And now all my buttons function and work. Okay, good luck.